All right, so this is Saturday, the 27th of December. We do have a couple of orders to ship out because I was not shipping out during the holidays, of course. So we have about 9 orders. Another sale did come in through eBay, so we do have to print out another label. And before I even start this type of video, this is straight inspiration from Closet by Clark. And I really like the way that he showed his sales and what sold and everything like that. I don't know if I'm going to do it at the extent he's doing it, just because I just knowing myself, I'd probably forget whenever I'm shipping out orders. But today for this video, I'm definitely going to do that. I'm not trying to steal any content. It's just straight inspiration from Closet by Clark. So I definitely want to go pick out those orders, and I'll come over here and show everything that kind of sold so you can get an idea of what I've been selling. Now I will say it is a wide variety of different items, and I'll explain that for sure. As of about 4 minutes ago, we did get a sale, and it is a vintage Champions Atlanta Olympic sweatshirt. Let's see if I can show a quick photo real quick. All right, so that right there is what sold, just a quick overview. I'm definitely going to show some photos and everything like that from all the sales. But as of right now, we have a total of around we have a total now of 10 sales on eBay, 1 on Poshmark, and 1 on Depop, all over the course of like 3 to 4 days, just because of the holidays. So let's go grab those orders from the storage unit, and then I'll show you everything that sold with photos and everything like that. But first, let's go ahead and get that new sale shipping label printed out here before we even go to the storage unit. Perfect. All right. Get our shipping label. Perfect. All right, let's go do this. So the first package we got on Depop, we're starting small right now. So we have a Depop. It is 630. It is a 1988 Screen Stars Indiana Hoosiers astronaut tee. This came from a wholesale deal I did on an average price of around $4.50-ish, around there on the ballpark. So I took an offer for $34.50. So that's a good flip. The next one we have is on Poshmark, the only Poshmark sale I ever made throughout this Christmas vacation, which was like from, I think I'm counting right now from like the 23rd up until now, the 27th. Only one sale on Poshmark, and that was a kids Carhartt sweater. I'll put it on the screen. Just a kids Carhartt sweater, nothing crazy. Now let's get into the eBay stuff. So first one we have is a very, very, very old listing. It is just like a volleyball shirt. So nothing crazy. That's been sitting there for months now. You'll kind of see the correlation on how my inventory gets a little bit better, I want to say. Just because I stopped looking for things that I liked, even though they were old, and started looking at things that would actually sell. And that would be anything between nice vintage tees I didn't think would sell because I didn't like them, bread and butter items, etc., etc. So yeah. Next one we have here is 622. It is some brand new Wranglers, brand new with tag Wrangler jeans. I'll show it on screen. Sold that for 19 bucks. Next one we have here, 467, is a Carhartt pants. Carhartt pants. Sold that for about 15 bucks. Some gray 36 by 34 Carhartt pants. Can't go wrong with those. Next one we have here, 607 SKU number. That is some Old Navy. Got these at, I'm pretty sure I got these at the bins. Most of my stuff I'll get them from the bins unless I say I got it as a wholesale deal. Got this at the bin, sold it for about $13.60. Nice bread and butter item. That's a SKU label 607. I'm still in my 600s right now, so this had a pretty good sell-through rate. Next one we have is probably my heavy hitter of this whole week. But just to tell you that you're not always going to get these type of sales in my experience. SKU label 588. It is a Winnie the Pooh jacket. I had it initially for $150. Wasn't really expecting to sell it for $150. Someone messaged me. They asked if they could do $80, and I told them let's meet in the middle with $100. They sent me an offer for $100. I accepted it. Boom, sale done. Got this at the bins. So it cost me like at the most $4 just based on the weight. So pretty good flip. Next one we have here is a SKU label 399. This is a 1997 Team Allison transmission graphic tee. My next one is some Russell Athletic. I also got this from a wholesale deal a very while back. I think I paid like $100 for like 80 pieces of clothing, so that wasn't too terrible. Sold this for about 11 bucks, so nothing too crazy. What we have here is a SKU label 63, some vintage Carhartts, size 36 by 30, sold it for about 18 bucks. Nice little jeans, can never go wrong with jeans, especially if they're Carhartts, so yeah. The SKU label 487, these are some Levi's, more modern Levi's, sold these for about $12. I mean, I just wanted to just move on from them because I'd already made my money from that binge trip. So I just said, yeah. And last but not least, we have SKU label 25. This is the one that I just sold literally like half an hour ago. A vintage Champions sweater with the globe in the front. I'll show a picture of that too. Sold that for $17.99. And that's that. Now we got to get these all prepped up so I can go ahead and get them scanned in over there at the postal office and get that going. I will say a lot of these items I strictly just get at the Goodwill bins. I just want to keep my costs as low as possible. I do go to the racks every now and then. For my recent video, I went to my local thrift and I found 12 pairs of just like Y2K pants. Those were on average of like $8 each, but specifically with those type of pants, since they're in demand, I can sell them for a higher premium. So I could put them on average price $30 each one. So not bad at all, but those are one of those like one-off situations. I want to focus more on my bread and butter items, which are, as you can see from the sales, a lot of jeans. Jeans are considered that bread and butter item, which is just like everyday use. Everyone uses jeans. Everyone uses jeans. It's not something that like usually goes out of style. It's kind of just more like the type of jeans. If like it's a skinny jean, then it'll take a little longer to sell. But typically with like regular fits, relaxed fits, slim fits, athletic fits, for me, it's been selling. And that's what I'm just going to keep doing. Well, hopefully I'm explaining myself. Not too many sales today, but this coming year, I am starting to ramp everything up. I have not done 5 sales a day since like the past month and a half now. I'm strictly only doing at least 10, but I am trying to move that up at least to 30 a day because I do have a way of getting consistent items every single day if I wanted to. So 30 a day is definitely that sweet spot that I want to hit because I'm very, very close to just completely doing this full time. It's just a matter of time, really, honestly. It's on me. I'm the only one that can control that. But if I can just be super consistent with everything that I'm doing, I know I can just make it completely full time. And that means I'll probably put out more videos like this so I have more time to do everything. So anyways, that is it for the video. Thank you again to Closet by Clark for the motivation of doing these type of videos. I thought it was really cool the way he showed his sales and everything like that. I want to try to do the same thing. Again, full inspiration from Closet by Clark. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see you in the next video.